This morning we're going to start a review of something different and new. Let's have a look. We're going to start talking about this. We'll talk more about what it is, what we're going to do, but I can tell you we're going to be doing some towing, some driving, and we're going to get into this truck. Pretty cool truck. It's got exactly 27 miles on it at the moment, but it's going to have a lot more soon. Let's go for a ride. Sitting behind the wheel of a 2022 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD with the Duramax Diesel. Just bought this, just gonna get it started up. I got around 30 miles on it. This is the crew cab. It's early morning, so it's a little dark, but we're gonna start this thing up, take it for a ride. So let's see, 34 miles. That's how much I have on this truck right now. And yeah, we're just gonna take it for a little cruise down the road. The end of this week, we're gonna go over and pick up an RV, a 31-foot RV. Weighs about just over 7,000 pounds, 7,200 pounds dry, and we're gonna go ahead and haul that over. It's about, I'd say about 200 miles. We're gonna drive that trailer over from Oregon to Idaho. So anyway, let's go for a ride. So I'm just warming up my 2022 2500 HD. Super quiet. So just a little bit of story behind this. I traded this in. I traded in my 2019 Silverado 2500 HD LTZ. It was a Duramax Diesel, had the 6-speed, all that sort of thing. I was really happy with it. I had it for 3 years, and I was going to keep it. So why did I trade it in on this? Well, the reason I traded it in on this is because when I found out how much I could get for my truck used, I only had about 30,000 miles on it. And when they told me what they would give me for a trade-in, it was like, it's a no-brainer. So I went ahead and traded it in on this. Now this is an LT, and it's pretty well optioned out. It's 4-wheel drive. It's a crew cab. Got all the LED bed lighting. 4-wheel drive, of course. I've got everything I need. It's got power folding mirrors, and I got the trailering application and some of that sort of stuff. I got heated seats. They're cloth. I don't really care for leather, so I thought that was worth doing. Dual zone climate control. It's not LTZ finish, but it's it's good. I'm happy with what I got, and for the price and the trade-in value, like I said, I had to do it. And so I want to review it and let you know what I think, really comparing it to my 2019. And already there's a lot of really good features on this truck that I like better than the 19. It feels quieter, sounds quieter on the inside to me than my 19. And that was quiet. Just a lot of little things. The 10-speed transmission, just in the short, I got 34 miles on this thing, right? I could already tell a big difference in the 10-speed and just how smoothly it shifts. It's super nice. And, you know, I like the fact that I'm not putting DEF in the DEF tank through the hood anymore. I'm doing that in the same place where the diesel fuel is filled up, in the filler door. It's a bigger truck. It's taller. It's definitely taller and bigger. But, you know, it's a truck, right? It's a real truck. And shoot, I'm super, like I said, super happy with it. Super impressed so far. So anyway, we're going to take it on down the road and start putting some miles on it before I tow this trailer coming up later this week. So I'm just out on a little country drive, and one of the things I'm going to be interested in is the mileage. And, you know, first 36 miles on this truck, and yeah, the average is coming up. In my 2019, I was getting, on the highway, I was getting an easy 20 miles to the gallon, empty, you know, without towing or hauling anything. I'm expecting that on this truck, yeah, I should be, you know, I should be getting with the 10-speed, I should be getting at least 20, 22 on the highway empty. But, you know, that's to be seen. I haven't looked at the actual weight of this truck, like if it's heavier, but you know, maybe there's a little bit more weight on the truck. You know, maybe that'll impact the fuel economy. That's yet to be seen. You know, one thing I did also notice in driving this truck is, you know, there's a bit of turbo noise I never heard in my other. Now it's the same engine, right? It's the 6.6 Duramax. I believe it's still the LP5, and you know, you can hear that turbo wind up a little bit more, which, you know, doesn't bother me or anything. I just noticed it. Cruising along, it you know, it's like I said, super quiet, and it's nice to drive. It feels lighter to me than my other truck, just in terms of the responsiveness of the truck, the way the steering feels. It feels lighter. Not that the truck's lighter, but, you know, it definitely feels quieter. And maybe it's running at a little lower RPM because of the 10-speed. I don't know, but you know, it's super nice to drive. And yeah, there's hardly any noise. I'm doing what? I'm set at 55 and just cruising along, and there's like hardly any noise. I can hear more tire noise than anything else, but yeah, mirrors are really good. I like the mirrors better than my other mirrors. They just seem a little better shape, better position. So, you know, that's all good. But yeah, so far so good. I'll keep you guys posted for sure on my overall impression of this truck. But hey, you know, the first 38 miles, and I'm definitely impressed. We'll see how it tows, and we'll see how it rides on the longer trips, and we'll let you know. So that was the turbo noise. I don't know if you heard that or not, but hear that whistle that I've definitely never heard that before in my other Duramax. So that's new to me. Kind of a cool sound. I don't know, you know, like I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just, for whatever reason, in this version of the truck, definitely can hear that turbo whistle. Brakes seem pretty good. You know, I think they're getting better. They felt a little light, a little weak. But you know, seems like they're getting better. Maybe I think they put a little coating of something on the brake, you know, discs, and Just need to kind of burn that off. But yeah, they're definitely, I was up underneath the truck, and shoot, it's amazing the engineering that goes into these things. It's just super impressive. But yeah, it's going good. And yeah, really nice. You know, it's super comfortable. Doing a long distance drive in this truck would be awesome, for sure. Super comfortable, super quiet. Hook up that RV and go cross country, no problem. You wouldn't even, 7,000-pound trailer, won't even know it's there. That's my guess. This has a lot more towing capacity than my 2019. And I think most of that is because of the increased cooling capacity, which is why there's such a big front end on this truck. It's just got a massive radiator. It's just crazy how big it is. But anyway, so far so good. Love the truck. And we'll keep going down the road and let you guys know the results of my first impressions on this truck. So here's what it sounds like outside the truck. Hear that big diesel sounding good. So I got the silver. I'm having a spray-on bed liner put in it. It's not in there yet. I got the auto down tailgate. You have to manually put it up, but auto down. And you know, I like the color. Super clean, easy to maintain color. I also went with the 20-inch wheels. I think they look great. And this has the Z71 package. I got some side steps as well. I didn't want to go overboard on those. Those are just nice and easy and neat looking. Having the windows tinted, driver and passenger as well. Yeah, it's a nice looking truck. Love that feature there, that's for sure. Glad they did that. Not that it was super hard to put it underneath the hood, but it just makes it that much easier. I got the power sliding rear window, that's kind of cool. Like I said, spray and bed liner's yet to go in. It fits in the garage. It's a little tight, but I don't have to fold the mirrors or anything. I got an 8-foot roller door, so I have no problem clearance wise, and I got 10-foot wide doors, so it fits in nicely. But yeah. So that is the truck, and it's going to have a lot of work to do, because this truck, I don't commute or anything, and all I do is I just tow stuff. I tow my RV, which like I said, 31-foot RV. When I'm fully loaded, it might weigh 8,500 pounds, and I also tow this boat, and that's easy. The boat weighs like, you know, full of fuel, it might be 3,000 pounds, so it doesn't even know that's there. But the fuel economy is awesome on these diesels, so towing the boat, man, it's just that much easier. But hey, that's it so far. And yeah, I'm super happy so far. But like I said, I've only got a few miles on it, a lot more to go. But if it's like my 2019, I love that 2019. This is just going to be that much better, I'm pretty sure. So we're at the Baker Truck Corral. in Oregon, Baker, Oregon. And the truck's out here, driven about 100 miles, and filled it up before we left, and after 100 miles it hasn't even cracked the the full mark on the fuel tank. So it's 100 miles, running really good, no issues. And we got another 200 miles to go, and we're gonna pick up an RV, and then we'll do some towing tests. But so far so good at the Baker truck route. So I'm just gonna wrap up my initial impressions of my 2022 Silverado 2500 HD. So far it's been really good. I don't have a whole lot of complaints, and I'm always comparing it to my 2019 LTZ 2500 HD. So overall, I would say I think it's more comfortable. This is a more comfortable truck. This is the LT trim, so it doesn't have quite all the cool features, but I do like the technology. I think the technology's been really awesome. The upgrades and stuff. I'm running my Pandora app. I think that's kind of cool, and I got a lot of information on the display, which I didn't have before. Like the depth tank gauge is really good. Just got the windows tinted, so that's why the green tape's there. It's nothing's broken or anything. And the window tinting is really nice, so that's just nice to have. But it adds to the comfort. If I had any real complaints, it would be there's not a ton of storage that I used to have. At least I feel like I used to have more storage in the LTZ, but it's not bad. I mean, there's enough storage. I've just adapted to that, and I like all the controls and the layouts. I'm getting good fuel economy. I've got 275 miles on the truck, and it's starting to come up. I'm coming up into the 15 miles per gallon range. I filled up before I left, and I've driven about 150 miles, and I haven't even used a quarter tank. So I'm empty. I'm heading over to pick up an RV in Pendleton, Oregon. So on the way back, I'm going to do a tow test. Currently, we're just passing over a summit between LeGrand, Oregon and Pendleton, Oregon. We're at about, I guess it's around 4,500 feet, and so coming back, we have some good grades. We're going to be going over Dead Man's Pass, and I'll really get a good feel for the towing. I think probably one of the best things I like is the 10-speed transmission. I think it's definitely smoother and just a better feel in the transmission. I can't say that it's giving me any more fuel economy. Maybe when I'm towing it will, but as it stands, it's just a nicer feel. I like the handling of the truck. I think it handles better, and it feels like it rides better, and it's quieter and smoother all the way around. Love the seats. The seats are definitely an improvement. So yeah, I think overall I'm getting used to kind of where a lot of the controls are different. I got little thumb wheels rather than push buttons. I'm getting kind of used to that, and I've got a lot of the configuration set up now, and there's quite a bit of configuration to get things tailored the way you want it. The mirrors, again, I mentioned the mirrors. I really like the mirrors. I didn't get a GPS in here only because these trucks are super expensive, and I wanted to keep the cost down. And so it's kind of a cost for a feature. It costs $100 to upgrade your maps if you have maps built into your truck. And I got a $100 GPS at Garmin that's awesome, and I get unlimited updates, and it just works. So it's fine. And I have Android Auto in here, which is why I'm running Pandora and all here, which is nice. But I got my maps if I need them on here, and the maps look really good. I looked at them, and they show up really nice. So I'm not really missing the inbuilt GPS. Like the gauges, they're all really good. And like I said, there's a ton of information on the display, so I've been happy with that. But like I said, the real test is going to be in the towing, and I'm really interested in what that's going to be like, especially coming up over these grades. And I'll definitely be doing a whole separate video just on the towing. But I wanted to wrap up this video. So far, almost 300 miles on the truck. It's really nice. I really like it. I'm happy with it. I don't think, you know, it's worth getting a smaller truck if you're doing a lot of towing, and we'll talk about that in the towing portion of the video. But definitely the diesel, you know, fuel economy wise, and yeah, it's super impressive, and the power is just really, really good. So yeah, so far, you know, happy. Just wanted to kind of summarize it, and I think I'll just kind of wrap this all up with that. If you have any questions, let me know. If there's anything you want to see or know more about the truck, I'm happy to respond if you put a comment in. So hopefully you liked the video, and we'll see you on the way back with the trailer.